Grand Theft Auto 6 was leaked. Rockstar was hacked. The fan reaction has been fucking busted. Have you seen any of this? Like what people are saying about all these leaks?
Mm-mm.
There are so many people on the internet right now being like, this looks like trash.
Oh,
like
yeah.
this looks so bad. Like I can't believe this is what they're working on. They've been working on this. And it's like it takes a single second to like realize like, y'all, it's not done. There are all sorts of comparisons being made. Like it's like listening to a song that only has a drum track and being like, no guitars. It's terrible. You know, like it's just not done. Like it simply is not finished. You know, you put a bunch of flour in your mouth. You're like, this cake is fucking bad. Like, yeah, right. And so there's just been some absolute buffoonish takes about this. I think some of them are people trying to get reactions from people. Like there's one guy who was saying, who was trying to correct someone else by saying like visuals are the first thing that get done in a video game. And like, I think that that's bait. Like obviously they know that that's not true. That's a crazy thing to think. And like, it's just straight up not true. And so in response to this negative feedback that Rockstar has been getting for their game that isn't finished and was not revealed in the way that they were comfortable with or wanted to, Neil Druckmann tweeted, "To my fellow devs out there affected by the latest leak," because for context, as we all remember, Last of Us 2 leaked pretty hard. I mean, Last of Us Part 1 leaked pretty hard. And people similarly for the leaks of Last of Us 2 were just like, I'm not going to fucking play this game, right? And it was just like completely not finished information and stuff like that. So he tweeted, "To my fellow devs out there affected by the latest leak, know that while it feels overwhelming right now, it'll pass. One day we'll be playing your game, appreciating your craft, and the leaks will be relegated to a footnote on the Wikipedia page. Keep pushing, keep making art." Hey, Neil Druckmann. That's cool of you to say.
And I think that's great. That's great to hear from him too, just because like, you know, you'd think like that was such a big thing that happened to them not once but twice, like for different things, and like it can be demoralizing for a company, and just knowing that it will be okay, and like reminding that I'm sure Rockstar knows it will be okay, but like this is like a problem throughout the industry, like people leaking things before they're ready, and I think it's just the solidarity of it is a cool thing to see.
And something I really appreciate as well is a bunch of other developers have been sharing footage of their games before they came out to show like what they looked like during development. There's a great video of Control, which obviously looks spectacular and has like, it's got some groundbreaking stuff in there. Like it looks so fucking good, especially on PS5 with like all the ray tracing and stuff. And I mean, the footage just looks like a video game that's in development, right? It's just not done. Like none of the textures are done. Just doesn't look very good, right? You've got Plague Tale Requiem.
I'm watching the Control stuff now, and like literally, like it's like like busting around with this like really horrible looking like business suit outfit.
Yeah, it looks bad, right? Because it's like that's not what they were working on. That's not what they were focusing on. The Plague Tale, one of the developers showcased that as well, basically saying like the assets for the characters are completely done, but like literally nothing else is. It's all blocks. It's all just like completely empty stuff. Like so many developers have just been coming through and saying like, here's what these games looked like before, and they didn't look anything like what we had. So it's just one of those things I think that I really appreciate from a bunch of other developers saying like, y'all, you do not know anything about video game making. Like there is so much to it that you just don't see that comes into the very end. But
and even like, you know, famously like talking about God of War, how they said like the axe wasn't like the gameplay to God of War 2018 wasn't coming together until like the last minute.
Like the last month, right? Like
yeah, like the last couple months is like when it actually feels good now and everything, and how, you know, if someone got their hands on that initial footage, that could have significantly hurt the buzz around this game. And, you know, I think with any of this stuff, like they're not going to send it out until it's ready. Like all these games that get remember playing this game, Cyberpunk, and how when that came out, it was kind of a hot broken mess when it was launched.
Yeah.
But like when people delay things, they delay things because they are not playing well. They are kind of messy. They are not finished, and they know this. And we're talking about something that is so not finished. It's not even close to being out, friends. Like, you know, like it's not like
is not coming in 2023.
Yeah.
Maybe 2024, right?
Maybe.
Like, yeah, whatever. It's so wild. So they ended up. I'm missing the spot here where they ended up catching who it was, and it's a 17-year-old kid in the UK. Do you happen to have that pulled up here?
I do not have it pulled up. I can do it real quick though.
Yeah. Note to Peter: cut this.
Let's see. 17-year-old arrested from the UK. I have a Kotaku article here.
Got Games Industry up is. All right, here we go. Yeah, so they caught him. They found them in London. It was a 17-year-old in Oxfordshire. They've arrested them on suspicion of hacking all of that sort of hacking Uber and Rockstar. They didn't specify anything, like the authorities didn't specify anything, but they basically said that they think that they got the person, and that is a 17-year-old kid. Which someone put in perspective on Twitter. They were what, 8 when GTA 5 came out. Like, not that matters. It's just one of those things where it's like, this is like, you think you've been waiting for this game, like,
yeah, right.
Right, you know. So I we'll still see as to how it comes of this, but that is some pretty major crimes to get into at 17.